Japan and America are a popular hub for horror, but that doesn't mean their horror is quite the same. Therefore, we'll be looking at the informative Japanese approach to horror versus the American approach through entertainment. A prominent fear in Japanese culture is the avenging spirit, found in the movie Ringu, where a wronged female entity returns to avenge herself upon those who harmed her. A recurring feature of this character is the long black hair, often symbolic of feminine beauty and sensuality, and the image of the gazing female eye, frequently associated with the vagina, with possible social commentary of deflowering or tainting the female. The ghost in Ringu is also symbolic of the destabilized gender roles within Japan. Even in a small detail such as her name, Sadako, where Sada translates to chaste, is an indication to the looming gender-based violence. The use of straight cuts between videotaped images in the movie heightens the sense of fragmentation. The discontinuous guerrilla editing alongside a traditional Japanese backdrop disrupts any clear narrative linearity. This only heightens the viewer's experience with the infusion of fiction and reality. The American retelling of The Ring is shown to be much more terrifying, where the composition of the frame is hyper-realistic compared to the more simplified editing found in Ringu. Even the plot is targeted towards simply scaring its audience as a form of entertainment, rather than having any specific commentary on social or cultural norms. Meanwhile, the collective mindset found in Japan is ever present in horror as well, where mass destruction, or in the case of Suicide Club, mass suicide is a prevalent fear. Suicide Club as a whole is a commentary on the increase of suicide within Japan, almost like suicide culture. Going back to gender-based violence, even Suicide Club includes this societal problem. The dove-style torture seen in this scene is characterized by a weak and powerful dynamic is found in other Japanese horror films. The movie goes as far as including a rape scene in which the victim is later murdered. The knife tearing through the previously pristine white sheets whilst the victim looks out of yet another vagina-like tear hints at her defilement and loss of purity. The collective body of Japan reappears and is symbolized by the skin of the chosen ones and later connected together to form a spiral. The significance of this lies in the influence of Shinto and Buddhist beliefs, where spirals translate to new beginnings. This provides a commentary on the fear of dismantling new life through technology and pop culture. One Missed Call, on the other hand, encapsulates many themes from both The Ring and Suicide Club, such as the fear of technology, the avenging spirit, suicide, and similar semantic and syntactic elements. American horror films are more varied than Japanese ones, and it is largely due to entertainment. Oftentimes, the characters are more complex, such as Norman Bates from Psycho, with equally complex narratives. Although American films do have ideologies, it comes second to entertainment. Even when dealing with serious topics such as mental illness and murder in Psycho, there still exists a need to create an engaging storyline, alongside thrilling background music, curious characters, and a filming style that is far more intimate than what is found in Japanese cinema. There also exists the fascination with serial killers, which is why they are feared and popularized in American culture. The over-sexualization of females within American horror exists even in threatening situations. Female characters are contorted in ways that are deemed erotic. There is also the element of othering, where those with mental conditions or certain quirks are portrayed as harmful to society. The othering factor still exists in recent American horror films, such as in the movie Get Out, where it talks about the racial bias that exists in American society. As seen in this clip, Chris is hypnotized and falls into a state of terror going through his people's pain. The semantic elements only enhance the subject, where he is contrasted against the dark background, and this goes back to individualizing characters. The next scene serves as a societal commentary on the fear Black people have of cops, hence the relief that Chris feels when he sees that the cop is Black. The slasher movies in American horror also play a part in gender inequality and the over-sexualization of female characters. Females chosen are oftentimes attractive and usually engage in immoral activity pertaining to sex, such as the following character in the Saw franchise who was a cheater. The gore in American horror is oftentimes senseless and is used to be consumed for pure entertainment. So, whenever you feel the need to watch a horror film, do you want it stuck on your mind, or do you want to be entertained?